All right, so I noticed that YouTube is promoting these shorts. Like if you do a short, it gets way more views than if you do like a regular video. But obviously, certain concepts can't be expressed in under 2 minutes. This probably could, but I'm not going to do that. I'm going to do it old school. It's going to be more than 3 minutes. So like, how bad can this short shit get? Like, I mean, are we going to be like, no, dude, 2 seconds is too long, bro. You got to say it in 1 second. Like, what, you know. But there is kind of like this thing where our attention spans and our brain power is being like sort of under attack. I don't know if it's by design. I mean, a lot of people think it is. I don't know. You could say that, but it doesn't really matter. The effect is the same. There is sort of a like thing going on where everybody's just like relying on computers to spell, relying on calculators to do the math. And as you do this more and more, you're going to find like it's kind of like people that drive the car everywhere and never ride a bike and never walk because they get fat, right? And they get lazy. And you're going to find that your brain does that too if you don't use it in different ways. Now, I'm not saying I don't use a calculator. I'm not saying I don't rely upon spell check. I mean, I couldn't live without it, right? But it is important to try to use the brain, do certain exercises or whatever you can do, whatever it is, do something with your brain because if you don't, you're gonna lose it. And this is like a spiritual thing too because your sort of ability to imagine and sort of like bring certain things into your life can go away as you just let everybody else's dream control your dream, instead of dreaming your own dream. And you're not going to dream very well if your brain doesn't work. So, like a lot of books I have mental exercises that seem to have nothing to do with what's on the cover, but they're just these like, oh, add numbers up, visualize shapes and stuff like that. Well, that's important. That's important. So, like for me, I like to play drums too. That helps with the brain. It's very there's like neuroscience behind that. There's also like other activities. Like when I'm at the grocery store, I like to add up all the stuff in the cart while I'm waiting. Like instead of being bored and just anxious about getting out of line because I do get kind of claustrophobic. I just sit there and add up the items, and it helps quite a bit. And sometimes I'm pretty close. So yeah, that's what I would do is watch this shit. And it affects younger people because they never really grew up in a world where they had to like figure shit out without computers around. And it happens to older people too because they just get set in their ways and they don't want anything new. Like I know a lot of older people that literally sit with their TV on and then they're staring at their phone on Facebook like they're millennial and they're like in their 70s. It's like I'm not judging them, but I'm just saying like I don't want to do that. Like I mean I spend a lot of time on computers and shit, but I'm gonna find some other way to live, right? But yeah, it's your brain power. I mean, think about this. Like the more we, get into this computer stuff, the more our imagination is under threat. And your imagination is your most powerful tool, in my opinion. So I would exercise the brain, not just at the gym. You can probably get some mental exercise you could do while you're at the gym if you're a gym guy. Like when I was a kid, we used to have a genre of people we would call gym stoners, people who like to get high and go to the gym. It was kind of funny. They're in their own head and lift weights all day, or get high and stuff. It's kind of funny. And by the way, I don't think weed is as much as dangerous to your mental ability. I definitely don't think so. Um, Compared to this technology, it's a way bigger threat to your brain than any cannabis product. That being said, onlymids.co, love us or hate us, you got to support us. Onlymids.co.